Hello everybody, Ben Woodruff here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about making rope and cordage out of yucca fiber. Now I'm actually recording a separate video on making sandals out of banana yucca in the Mogollon style. But I'm like, you know what, I'm going to have to make rope anyways. We might as well also go into depth a little bit more about making rope. So rope, and I don't like using the term rope because rope has a certain size that is pictured in your head. So we're going to use the term cordage. Cordage is one of the most valuable abilities had by humanity. We figured out how to do these two twists going opposite directions to make a strong rope that wouldn't unravel, and we used that for everything. We used that for, out of rawhide. We used that out of plant fibers. We used that out of animal fibers, anything. The cordaging makes it stronger. I've taught survival courses, and one of the things I always say is in a survival situation, go find those terrible plastic grocery bags, cut them into strips and cordage them. And I show you can easily make a very strong rope. It's very useful. So we need rope anciently and in a survival situation for all kinds of things, from tying together a basket, from tying together fibers to tying a bundle. You're going to make a bundle of things, you have to tie it up. But also for very useful things, again, like for making sandals, the straps on the sandals made out of that yucca fiber rope, but also snares and fish nets and things like that. If you're going to weave a net to catch some fish, if you're going to weave a big net to catch rabbits, we've seen that. We know the tribes in the Southwest did this during bumper crop years when there was just tons of rabbits everywhere. You would make nets, and the next village over would make a net. You put them all together, and you herd the rabbits to the nets. You catch them, and you make them, and you can cook them up, and you can also have the fur in mass. So we know that being able to do this, when I go fishing, I usually use dogbane, which is a plant, and I make cordage, and I make my fishing line out of a plant called dogbane. So there's many different things that cordage can be made out of. Anything basically in a long strip. One of my favorites to do, that it won't last, but it's very strong in the here and now, is grapevine. If you take the outer bark of just like grape plants, I have a grape plant growing in my yard, the grapevine, and I just strip them off and make really strong. Now that one loses strength with time. It kind of, once it dries out fully, it's not very strong, but in a pickle, you got it, you're in a jam, make rope out of grapevine. So you can do it out of all kinds of different things. In the Southwest, there's many species of yucca. Yucca is very common, and it's a very hardy plant. And this plant, when it grows, it will also have flower stalks. Now, the flower stalks of yucca are very valuable because it's about the best wood to use for making a bow drill to start fires with. I've tried all kinds of other woods, but having that as the fire piston is perfect. But the leaves themselves are pretty good on all yucca for making rope, but banana yucca are infinitely superior to any other species of yucca. So what we're going to do is we're going to harvest some banana yucca leaves, then we're going to roast them over a fire, and then we're going to pound and separate them out, and those separate fibers, and we're going to make some rope with them. So let's go ahead and jump on in. There are many species of yucca in the Southwest, but banana yucca is really the only one fit and suitable for making really good rope and for making sandals and sleeping mats. So you go and harvest several of the leaves. These are thick, and these are about 3 feet long, 2.5, 3 feet long. They're very sturdy, so we have to break down the fibers. We put them over a fire. This could also be done over coals. And what we're doing is we're getting the moisture within the leaves to boil and render them down. You can see the darker green, that is a section that is cooking properly. Now the outside edge is burning, does not matter because we're not using that. But we're going to watch, and we're going to see this change of color. You see this darker color. This is, again, the leaf boiling on the inside, which softens the fibers. This is sped up so you can see that process. You want to make sure that it's cooked all the way through, but not burnt. Sometimes the outside edge will get burnt, but that's okay. As you can see here, you can scrape it off. Then you're going to strip the leaf into separate sections, about the size of a piece of string cheese in the width, about your pinky finger. Then you're going to take those and you're going to hammer them up. You can use a rock, or in this case I'm using the end of a moose antler. And again, we're just breaking down those fibers so they start to separate. And when they are separating, you can see going to pull one out here so you can see those fibers are separating apart. You don't want to destroy it, you just want to separate them. So we're going to make some rope now, and again, the proper term is going to be cordage. So here is some that I was making earlier. We've rendered down a bunch of yucca. I'm going to show you how this is done, and this is good for all kinds of things. This is good for making laces for sandals. This is good for making bowstrings, fishing line, nets so that you can go out and snare rabbits and to make snares themselves. So this in and of itself is an incredible trade item. I don't think this is realized because rope and string and twine are just easily, readily available in today's world. But this was a trade item, and we are making it from this. We are making it from this yucca right here. And all this yucca, just this on itself, dried out, is worth a lot. If you have it cordaged and you just have rows and rows of cordage, that is even worth more. So if you are talking trade items, you're going to visit other people, other neighboring tribes, having that available is an epic trade item that you want. So knowing how to cordage is even more valuable than hunting skills. So we're going to go ahead and start this. So what we're going to do, now this, I cooked this yesterday, and we've hammered it down, we've rendered it up. I would actually like to let this dry out for another day, but it doesn't matter, and that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a bundle here. Now these could be separated out more, and if we let these dry for another day, pound them out a little more, they'd be even finer fibers. And if you're going to do something like fishing, you're going to want it to be finer. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch this out a little, and the first thing we're going to do is we are going to twist it 2 different directions like this, okay? So we're going 2 different directions, twisting, twisting, twisting. And then once we've done this a ways, you pull it really tight and whoop, and it's just gonna make a loop. And then you're going to keep twisting those. So as you're twisting, you're having each side go counter to each other, okay? And so we're twisting this. Now, if you want to do this, if you're good at this, I've been doing this for years, and I get too left-brained about it, making sure that it's really good. But the people who have done this long, they'll just get them going on their thigh, and they just roll them together at the same time. But I want to make sure that these are going really good. So we're going to get this going down a ways, but then look, we're going to run out. We're going to run out here pretty quick. So I've gotten this far. And what we're going to have happen here is now we've got to splice in another section. So what we do is we're going to grab some more of this fiber. Grab this out right here, okay? And what we're going to do is we're just going to fold it in the center. And we're going to tuck this center, we're going to wedge it right in there, and let the 2 sides keep working with what we're already doing. And when we just keep on going. Now, we're doing this in a very rudimentary way, so this is gonna be kind of chunky. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're really doing some fine rope and some fine cordage, then you wanna make sure that things are fairly even. But we have now passed the splice. And as you can see, this is where it's spliced in, the end of it there, and we're still going. So I've completed several projects now. That first strand of rope, I wove, a sandal, and I went ahead and finished all the cordage, wove it through, and again, I'll put a link to that video so you can see how this was made, and again, you can see a practical use of that cordage we just made. Made some others, and just now, I made this whole big, long piece of rope. It's good rope. Now, the thing about this, it gets a bit dry. So, you go ahead and wrap it up like this, and then you save it, and then anytime you are going to use it, get it wet first. Just soak it with a little bit of water. That will make it more pliable, and it'll actually add to the strength. You also could just take some animal fat and rub that in, and then you don't have to worry about watering it. But this right here, this is gold. This is an incredible trade item, and this is hugely valuable to any tribe. All peoples of the world came up with the same technology. For the Native Americans in the Southwest, yucca was, again, the plant to use, and I prefer a plant called dogbane. Up here in northern Utah, we have this plant called dogbane, and it's stronger, it's easier to work, and it takes less processing to get it to this point. But yucca is strong, it's available, and again, banana yucca is the thing to use. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make rope, and I hope you have a new appreciation of just how valuable this was for every facet of life. If you haven't already, if you could hit subscribe, I very much appreciate it. And always remember that life is a gift. So never stop learning and never stop exploring. We'll see you next time.